I threw on my yellow top because it doesn't have to be ironed. I had on a blue shirt and it was just hugging me too much, so I changed. But I am headed out to the doctor today, and that's an hour and a half drive there, hour and a half drive back, and then, you know, fighting all that traffic and stuff. And to be honest, I am not in a good mood. I'm not in a good mood in the least bit today. I don't feel good. And I never want to be that girl, oh, there's that girl that's always complaining about her back and how bad she feels. But today I have nothing else to talk about. I really want to cancel this appointment with everything in me right now, but you are supposed to give like a 24-hour notice before you cancel. Basically today is just a follow-up and to adjust some medications and stuff. I don't want to take cholesterol medication. I've had bad side effects with it and everything, and I'm just scared of it. I don't trust it. So Dr. Shaver wanted to do some testing to see if cholesterol was hereditary, because if it's hereditary, then, you know, you could have the most perfect diet in the entire world and you would still need to be on medication because your cholesterol would just be high. And I can guarantee it's probably hereditary, just based on my family history, but we'll see what he says. And do I want a side part or a middle part? I've got to pick up my disc from the MRI and my x-rays that I left with him to view. I've got to pick that up. And then I also have to renew my prescription for gabapentin. Are you guys on gabapentin? I know a lot of people can take gabapentin, and it's used for many different things, like actually schizophrenia, you know, also it's used for like mental health. It's also, I take it for like nerve damage and pain, but it has many different uses to it. And I actually seen an article when I first started taking the gabapentin about people getting addicted to it. I'm not addicted to it because I was on gabapentin for over a year, and then my last doctor took me off of it. And then when I went and seen this new doctor this last time, he put me back on it. So I'm not addicted to it, and I didn't have any crazy side effects when I come off of it. I actually stopped taking it abruptly because I didn't have a prescription refill. So I just, you know, didn't have any more of it, and I didn't seem to have any issues with it. But I seen on the portal that he has requested an MRI. And my last rheumatologist appointment, she requested an MRI. And I talked to insurance yesterday, and they said that more than likely, you know, it shouldn't be any problem to get approved for the MRI because you just have to deem it as medically necessary. And if two different doctors are requesting an MRI, then it should go through pretty quickly. So maybe I will be having an MRI in the next month. But, you know, I waited on an MRI the first time a long time, and I thought that that was going to be, you know, the answer. That was going to tell me everything. An MRI is going to tell you everything, right? Well, the MRI didn't show anything. They said that it come back and it was really good. But the rheumatologist said that they didn't even scan my lower back and my hips where I'm having the biggest problem. They just scanned my spine. And my spine is okay, but the problem isn't there in my spine. My thoracic is lower back and hips. So that's why she decided that she wants to have the MRI. And then sacroiliitis, which that's a whole thing. I've been diagnosed with SI joint dysfunction, but I also seen an orthopedic, and the orthopedic doctor told me that those injections that I had down into the joint they have to be inserted by x-ray. If that did not give me relief and take the pain away, period, that it was not sacroiliitis or SI joint dysfunction. So it did not take the pain away, and I will never do another SI joint injection. Steroid injections, that's one thing. I mean, it just gives you energy, you know, it makes you want to eat. But the SI joint injections that go directly into the joint, they did one of them and they did not do it by x-ray, and it like to have paralyzed me. For 2, almost 3 weeks, I was in excruciating pain. I'm talking level 10, the worst pain I've ever been in my life. Anything like getting into the truck barely touching me, it was awful. It literally almost paralyzed me. And so I will never ever do another one of those injections, period. And you know, Dr. Shaver, the last time, he also had mentioned physical therapy, and I said absolutely not. No, period. No. I've got a whole story behind that. I have been 3 times, and the first time they treated me for a herniated disc, and I don't understand how a physical therapist can treat you for something when you haven't even had any scans. I hadn't had any MRI, any x-rays, or anything at that point. That's just what their conclusion was, that they thought that that's what it was. Well, I went through that program. I had my hopes up, and I just knew that I was going to give it everything I had, and I was going to get better, and this was going to fix me. It made me worse. The next time that I went through it, I've had dry needling done, I've had ultrasounding, I've had all kinds of things. And I don't have a problem with physical therapists, so please don't think that. I appreciate them and all the work that they do, but from my experience, it has not helped me, and it's been a complete waste of time, and I've gotten my hopes up every single time just to be let down. So I do not want to go to physical therapy ever again. You know, unless you had surgery or something like that and you need some assistance. You know, I'm glad that physical therapists exist, but just hear me out that just right now it's just not for me. But anyways, this is as good as it's gonna get today. This is me. I've got on these cutesy little shoes. I love those, and my favorite jeans. But we need to head out. Let's see, it's 11:06. I need to leave by 11:15 to be able to make it there in time and to find parking and everything. So let's just go ahead and get my bag and let's go. So I seen on Instagram, this guy said that if you change your mindset to this one thing, it can change your whole life. And instead of saying, ugh, I have to go to the doctor, you should say, I get to go to the doctor because I am that blessed that I have the ability to go to the doctor. I have a car to drive, you know, and I have a doctor to go to and insurance. And so you're supposed to change your mindset to I get to. So I'm working on that today because my attitude is not very good. But it's just like when you're in pain and you don't feel good, sometimes it's really hard to get it together and, you know, be in a chipper mood. But I have started this devotional as of today, and I got this from the Dollar General. I took my nails off, by the way, so my nails look awful, but Joey Edwards, and I am so looking forward to this. I did not fill it in this morning, but I'm going to. But this is day 1, okay? It says, just when you think the drought is inevitable and the well will run dry, God sends the rain. The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail. Isaiah 58:11. And it's got a prayer list right here, a to-do list, prayer journal notes, and then it tells you to read Matthew 1-2. And apparently, as you go through this book, and 180 days, you read through the entire Bible. I just really liked it. But that's what we're going to trust in. This brought tears to my eyes when I read it this morning. It says, just when you think that the drought is inevitable and everything's going to run dry, God sends the rain. So we're going to claim that. Come Lord Jesus, come, send some rain. But I really need to head out. So here we go, hour and a half. Okay, I've been on the road for about 45 minutes and my fuel light is on, so we need to make a pit stop here. But so far, traffic's been okay, and I put my Roy Orbison CD in, and how could that not just put you in such a great mood? But let me go in here. Is this prepaid? Let me get some fuel and then we'll head back out. Also, when the Dollar General was having that clearance event, I got this pack of air fresheners, Blackberry Cove, and it smells very good. That was great. I think I only gave like $1 or something for it. But now I need to pick out another CD to put in so we can jam out. There's a couple here that I'm wanting to put in, but I'm just getting $30 worth of fuel. We're about to be picking up into some heavier traffic here in just a minute, so I need to get my CDs and everything, my ducks in a row, so I can concentrate on the road. Also, fuel is expensive here. It's $3.05, and at home it was $2.85, so I definitely should have got fuel there. How much are you guys paying for fuel where you're at? We made it safely, and it was very easy to find a parking spot today, so we'll praise God for that. But I'm very emotional today. I tend to be emotional when I'm going to the doctor. You know, sometimes I get anxiety too. I have a medication for that, hydroxyzine Paimodi, but I don't hardly ever take it, especially since I'm going to be driving. But I don't know, this hospital, it just I was treated for, you know, losing 5 babies here. My 5 babies, 5 times. 2 of them are buried on our property on top of the mountain. But I don't know, I just not shared a ton of details about that, and I don't want to trigger anybody or anything like that, but you know, it's just one of those things that I just don't understand. And you know, it's just like, why am I dealing with all of these health issues, and then why is everything just much more difficult? But I know when things are harder and more difficult, that in the end you appreciate it so much more. But losing 5 babies has forever changed me. And it's something that you couldn't understand unless you went through it. And I know that there's so many women that have gone through it, but it's been a difficult road to get here. So I'm here a little bit early. So let's just go ahead and go in, and maybe they'll see me a little bit early. And you always have to pee in the cup when you go in, and I'm ready for it. So let's get our bag and let's go in. Okay, so apparently it's hereditary. And so they are starting me back on a atorvastatin, 40 milligrams. He was wanting to go up on the milligrams, and I said, no, not right now. Let me just stick with the 40. I will start to take that. And then, what else? They upped my dosage on the gabapentin, and they want me to take it twice a day. Once in the morning and then once at night. They're requesting my records from the gastrointestinal doctor. Still, I don't know, just so many different things, but I guess basically I need to make an appointment with the OBGYN. I was supposed to make one in June and do a follow-up on that. So just different stuff. The only thing that's really changing is a new medication. Yeah. I was in there for so long and we talked about so much. I can't even tell you what all, but I know that he's consulting with the rheumatologist to figure out what the treatment plan is going to be for lupus moving forward. I don't know. Switching doctors is hard because you have to get caught up on everything, and then they're switching so many things around. I don't know, but maybe we'll get me straightened out at some point.
It's so unnecessary dwelling about the past, 'cause I know that God is good, He led me to where I'm at. Sometimes I feel like giving up, you're giving in, but everything happens for a reason. It won't always be blue skies ahead. Sometimes you might need a helping hand, just like I am. Sharpens iron, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like I am. Sharpens iron, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other, we're growing together.
That store was so busy. I did pick up just a couple things, nothing much. I don't need anything right now, but I definitely have to come to the Appt thrift store once I'm here, since it is an hour and a half away. But everything that you buy here, it goes to support veterans, and I actually get the veterans discount because I'm a veterans wife. So that makes me happy. But I'll show you once we get home what I got. I'm so hungry. I have not ate a bite, and I'm so tempted to run through a drive-thru and get something, but I'm gonna have to cook when I get home regardless, so I'm just trying not to. Good morning. It's the very next day. I was so tired after I got in yesterday. I went to bed at 8 o'clock. I have just a few dishes that I need to do in the sink. It literally just take me like 2 minutes to do those, but I've got a load of laundry going. I've done my chores, made the bed. I've been editing a video. I made a thumbnail. I've been busy this morning and productive, but woo, my face, it is getting redder by the day, and I am so stiff. So I'm assuming we're going into a flare at this point, but anyways, we're going to be productive and we're going to get stuff done today. I have to show you the few little things that I picked up from the thrift store yesterday, because I told you I was going to share that with you. But you know how I also said that when things take longer and it's harder for you, you appreciate them so much more? Well, I checked my email this morning, and turns out I can now apply for the YouTube partnership to be monetized. So, wow. Thank you so much for watching. my channel and for all of your love and support. I'm just like over the moon about it. I'll have to sit down one day and tell you my whole story behind YouTube because it's a big one. It's definitely been harder for me, I think, than most, and it's required a lot of obstacles and perseverance and stuff. So for this to be happening, I appreciate it a whole lot more than someone else would, I think. So I'm just very thankful and thank you for that. But I got some curlers from a lady at the yard sale. I told you she gave me a bunch of stuff. Well, she gave me some curlers. So I've got those heating up and I want to put those in my hair for fun. And then I have got to go pick up some medications. I think I have actually like 4 prescriptions that I need to pick up, which is awesome because I am going to go and visit Mom and Daddy today. But since I'm heading that way, one of my favorite thrift stores, it's Sweetwater Area Ministries. It's all the local churches and they feed people on a weekly basis. They do a lot of good for our community. They've got a great thing going on there. So I want to gather up a few things to take with me to donate while I'm headed that way. I didn't even tell you this, but I stopped by a yard sale over the weekend and they gave me 2 large bags of clothes. 2 large bags, okay? So I went through it and I picked out, I think it's maybe like 3 or 4 items that I'm actually going to keep. So I'm going to be taking all of that to the thrift store as well, but there's just different things that I'm going to do today. I'm going to keep going for as long as I can until the flare really kicks in. But this is one of the things that I got at the thrift store. I paid $1.98 and I think that it is just so darling. It's a spoon rest and this is www.bwtc.com flea market bird spoon rest. I just thought it was so beautiful. I could not leave that behind. So I got that and then let me grab this real quick. I got this white cup. It's Ozark Trails. We have several of these cups and they work really good. And I gave $1.98 for that. So that was one thing. I got this little rooster. I thought that he was just so beautiful. He was $2 and something, but I get the veterans discount on top of all of this. So anyways, I could not put him back on the shelf. I thought he was so cute. So I've got him sitting up here on my shelf. And then what else did I get? 2 other things. Let me take you and show you what those are. So at MVET's thrift store, all religious books are free. I did not know this. I would have been racking up on all of the books, and I guess it's probably a good thing that I did not know that they were for free. But so I got 2 books for free. I got this one. It's Where to Find It in the Bible, and it is Nelson's. And actually, my study Bible is a Nelson Bible. So I was stoked to get this. And, you know, I know that we have our resources in the back of our Bible that tells you where you can find things, you know, similar to this, but this one just goes into so much more detail. It has so many more topics. Anything, period, that you need to know or to learn about, you can look it up in here. And you know, a lot of the times, like when you're going through something, well, first of all, you have to name it to be able to address it and to deal with it. So when you just, you know, sit down and you think about what it is that you're actually experiencing. Okay, well, hey, it's fear. I'm experiencing fear, just for an example. And so then you go in your resource here and you find fear and you find so much information about fear in the Bible, and you can go and look all of that up. So this is just a really helpful resource, and it offers, you know, more than what my Bible has in the back of it. So I was stoked about that. And then I got this book by Beth Moore, Whispers of Hope. It's a 10-week devotional prayer. So I read the intro to this, and apparently this is supposed to take you into a deeper prayer life, which I am definitely for. So it's never been written in. It's brand new. So I am really excited to start on this. I have to decide what I'm going to do, though, because I showed you this devotional that I had got that I started on yesterday, so I'm not really sure when I'm going to be starting that other one, but I will do that at some point. Let's just look at day 2 real quick, since we have it here in front of us. It says, when you are humble and obedient, you cannot outrun the good things of God. Humility plus obedience equals blessings. And the verse is, if you keep my commands, you will remain in my love. And it's John 15, verse 10. And then it tells you the verses that, the chapters that we need to read today. And I will do that this evening when I lay down. But I was so excited to get these 2 books for free. So if you didn't know that and you have an AMVETS near you, go check out the religious books because they are free. This is what that lady gave me, and it's by Remington, and it came in this little bag, and it's got the pins right there, but it was all wrapped up in really good condition. Even, you know, it was tied up, the little plug-in string. I've got the instructions here, and then she also gave me this Philip B rejuvenating oil. I will try this out, but it kind of smells like a hint of pickles. It's kind of a weird scent, but I like pickles, so it's all good. But let's try to put these curlers in here just for fun. I already brushed out my hair this morning, and I put heat protectant in it, so I'll put just a little bit more just to be on the safe side, since these are going to be really hot. I like this cheap for a heat protectant. I've used many of them, but this one is so good. I also have this Kenra one, but she just takes the cake. It's just awesome. So let's try this out. How should we put them in? It showed that they had one curler like up here, so when it comes down, I don't know. Let's just go for it and see what happens. I don't know. I'm gonna have to practice them a little bit more, but they just keep falling out. I did not know that there was different size hooks for different ones, so I've used the small hooks on the big rollers, and by the time that I got to the bottom, or the very last roller, it was already cold, so I don't know. Oh my goodness, wow, that is so pretty. That is so pretty, and this one back here keeps burning the back of my neck. So I would have to reheat all of these back up and practice them a little bit more, but that is pretty. I remember my mom having these, you know, when I was a kid. She would always do her hair in these. I think she probably actually still has a set of rollers. My hair tends to curl really well just because my hair is naturally curly. I wonder if I could just go ahead and just roll this one up to give it a little bit more curl while I'm taking the rest of them out. But that's pretty. That's pretty. It's bouncy. Let me get this one out because it keeps poking me in the eye. Wow. That is curly. Very curly. So this is not a complete fail. It's just something that I will most certainly have to practice to master it. Yeah, because this side doesn't have any curl in it at all. But these rollers, I don't know, maybe I had them plugged up for too long and they have a heat sensory. I need to read the instruction, but this side it's not curled at all. Let's just go ahead and take this one down. And my hair will just be what it is today. Yeah. I think once you master the art of it, it would be really pretty. But half of it's curled and half of it's not, but that's typically the norm for me, so we're just gonna go with it today. Alright, so I do have a big mess going on upstairs. We're gonna be up here working really soon. We're gonna finish the downstairs first. But all of these clothes right here, I had a lot of them in the yard sale, so I'm going to go back through and see what we can take and donate today. Some of them I have posted on Poshmark to sell to try to make a little money, but this is some of the clothes that I was given at that yard sale. I mean, some of them. There were so many, so I just need to bag this stuff up, and then we're going to go through this briefly before we head out.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the
And cleaned up the kitchen and just did the dishes that I needed to do, wipe everything down. But I'm gonna fold up a load of laundry that I did this morning, and then we'll get the donations loaded into the car. I have another box full of things that I've gathered up, and then we will just head out and run a few errands for today. And yes, I slept in this shirt and it's wet where I did dishes, so depending on how it dries, I may or may not wear this out in public today. Loaded up, but my camera stand here or the phone holder, it's hot right now. It's super hot, so it's leaning downwards, but that's okay. And I guess you can figure out that I did decide to wear this shirt. But you know, I was thinking about yesterday, I said all of that so nonchalantly about it being a privilege and that I get to go to the doctor, that I have a car. And it's the truth. And I never want to ever just forget how incredibly blessed I am, and how God has just worked it out where I have insurance and that I have been taken care of, and that I do get to go see doctors, and it is a privilege. And so many people would love to have a car and they can't afford a car and then a house to live in. Like, this is how spoiled rotten that I am, that I'm so incredibly blessed. And I never want to forget that, when there's so many people that would just love to have a home. So I'm just really thankful to God for all his many blessings. He's been so good to me. So good to me. Way more than I could ever deserve. And I don't ever want to fall away from that, and I never want to forget that. I'm so thankful. You know, look at my mother. She has been fighting for her life and her health for so long, and, you know, with cancer and having her stomach removed and all the different problems, it's just been a fight for her, and she's still working in a hot factory. God's been so good to me, and I just want to praise him and keep that mindset for the rest of the day and just be thankful. But I got to run by a couple banks first, and then I'll pick back up. I've got my list here of all the places that I want to go and the few things that I want to pick up, and we'll just head out and get some things done today.
You as you drive, do you know I'm looking, and I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along, and I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm
definitely ditched the video yesterday after running all my errands and going and visiting with my mom and dad. I come back here and we threw some meat on the grill, and I did my fingernails in this light pink color. I like it. It's summery, it's clean. So I got my nails freshened up, but also one of the shirts that we dropped off at the thrift store sold an hour after we dropped it off. So that was kind of a bummer, but I have since went on my Poshmark and deleted any of those shirts that we took and got rid of. But one other thing is that I'm having an MRI on Saturday at 3 o'clock. So the time that you're going to be watching this video, I am going to be having an MRI. So I'm not really nervous about it. I'm not getting my hopes up. Maybe we're not going to find out anything at all, just like we did the last time. So I don't really know. This one is going to be of my pelvis, I seen on the paper. So I have been researching that. So will we get some answers, or will we continue to have a big question mark? Yeah, so I don't know. We'll find out. But I want to share with you the things that I picked up yesterday. So we'll do a quick haul and then we'll end this video. Today I am getting stuff done. I'm just moving a little bit more slow, and I'm just resting. Sometimes the most spiritual thing that you can do is to listen to your body and to rest. And if you're like me, sometimes that's really hard, but you just have to do it. You have to take care of yourself. So that's kind of where I'm at today. My face is getting more and more flushed and red as the days go on, and I'm feeling worse and worse, but this is just part of it. Highs and lows, highs and lows. When you have anything to do with autoimmune, it's just, that's your life. But anyway, so I'm not rambling. Let me go and do the haul and then we'll finish the video. Okay, so from the Dollar Tree, I just picked up these little crackers for the river. These barbecue corn chips are for me. My husband won't eat corn chips. They give him terrible nightmares, but I've never tried these before, but they looked really good to go with a sandwich to take to the river. Some cinnamon discs. We love these. And I got some seasoning, steakhouse seasoning. You have to look on the back of these because some of these said that they were genetically modified and that they cause cancer. But these are from Chesapeake, Virginia, this brand right here. So, Supreme Tradition. But I got this steakhouse seasoning. And then look at this massive seasoning for $1.25. Memphis barbecue style. And I got the garlic pepper as well. So I got some of this cheese. Never tried it before. This is the white nacho. I also got the like orangey nacho. My husband got into that last night and he said it was really good. I just picked up some croutons for salads. I did get some of this benzoyl peroxide. If you have a blemish come up, that is the main ingredient in my face wash. So I thought we'd try that. I always get a toothpaste every time I go. And then they had these in a cart up front for free. So I did get 2 of these calendars since they were free. And this has sticky notes in it. So why would I not pick one of those up? I got this from the Dollar General, cranberry juice. We love that. Okay, so next I went to the United Grocery Outlet. I did get some of those strawberries, but the main reason I went in there was to get some more of this coffee. $3.99 for this coffee is such a good price. So I did go ahead and get 3 more of those. I got a can of black beans, 79 cents. This Dinty Moore beef stew, $1.99. This is really good. I love this. We got one of these once before the last time I went, and it was really good. It was $2.49. I did pick up some of these sea salt organic chips, $2.99. My husband said that they were good. Some fruit roll-ups, $1.99. I got these for my sweetie, dark chocolate pretzels, $2.99. He said these were really good and he would like some more of those. I didn't try them. I'm not a sweets person. But he really liked those. But I got some Cheez-Its. These will be good for the river. $2.49 for those to throw in a little baggie. I got 2 of these vitamin D's. They don't expire until 2026 and they were 50 cents. So I did pick 2 of those up. And I got this pumpkin spice things up Glade. It was $1. I love pumpkin all year round. I got some of this Hawaiian sunscreen, $3.99 for that. We always need an extra sunscreen. And then I just got 2 bags. I got snack size and quart size to restock up on those. So that's everything that I got. But we're going to end the video here. I think this video is going to be pretty long at this point since it's spread out over 3 days. But thank you for watching and for being here, for all your love and support. I hope that you're having a great weekend so far. And rest, listen to your body when you need to. Don't worry about me. I'm going to be fine. We may go under for a little bit, but praise God, we'll always come back on top. But you keep fighting that good fight of faith, and the Lord willing, I will see you in the next one. Bye.